Hello Flosstube, welcome to Official Mermaids Cove, my Flosstube channel where I share my love of cross-stitching and other crafty things. My name's Natalia, and today I wanted to share what I've been working on for the past week. I'll go through my whips and a little bit of haul that I have, and then I'll share my numbers with you and talk about things coming up. So this week, I know I've been trying to finish some of my gift stitching, and I've also been working on some sals. One second. Okay, I'm back. So the first thing that I did is I finished the last part. I think this was part 3 of the Woodland Winter sal. And I believe they've already released part 4. This is a 5-part mystery sal from Stitchery, so I don't have a picture to necessarily show you. But here's where mine is right now. Looks so pretty. I'm stitching this on 22 count heart anchor that I dyed. And I am stitching a majority of it 2/1 half stitch or 10 stitch. This was the first part, the second part, third part, and then the fourth part's been released up top. So I'll start working on that here in a little bit. But yep, I love how it's coming out. It's really cute. I think this is like one of the first sals like this, like on a smaller scale that they've done. So I'm hoping that they do some more, because this one's turned out really cute. The pieces are really manageable too. It's not like too much stitching to get done, and they're releasing parts every 10 days. So it should wrap up sometime this month. So hopefully, if I keep up like I have been, I'll be finishing this sometime this month. But yep, so I've been working on that. And then the other thing I worked on, I have a finish for, so I don't have to show you a picture. And that is my Forbidden Fabric Co project, Be Well. I was stitching this on the called for fabric. This is a Winter Sparrow dyed by Forbidden Fabric Co. It's a 32 count linen, and I stitched it 2/2 with the called for DMC, and then I used the specialty thread, also dyed by Forbidden Fabric Co, called Beautiful Noise. It's this nice variegated thread that goes from the blues to reds to grays. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. This is from my my mom asked me to stitch this for her. She's gonna gift it to one of her friends who's I think she went through cancer treatment. So hopefully they like that. And that was basically what I stitched on for last week. And then I had another one that I started and finished. And I did this on Sunday. So this is Keys Wallet Phone Kiss by Sweet Wing Studios. It's a really cute pattern that she recently released for, I guess, Valentine's Day. And I stitched this, I had like this little linen handkerchief, and it was close to 28 count, so I stitched it 2/2, and I used some Molesale silk in black, and a classic Colorworks Belle Soie in the colorway Tulip. I do have some red silk that I'll show you here in a bit from Molesale, but I like the variegation of this one. I think not all of that translated into the heart, because it is like a small area. And I don't think I got the red silk in yet by the time I went to do this. So that's in the Belle Soie, but then I stitched the rest of it with the black Molesale silk. This is such a cute pattern. I think it's like a little over 1,000 stitches, so if you need something quick to stitch for Valentine's Day, I really recommend it. It's really cute. So that was a start and a finish on Sunday. I still have it on my list to start my Valentine's Day chart. I was trying to decide on fabric, and I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm not gonna go with this red. I'm gonna go with the Moselle silk. This is not a necessarily cross-stitch fabric. I have found this like in the fabric section of a thrift store. It's like I wouldn't call this an even weave necessarily. One side is like more stitches than the other. And it's like close to 38. So on one side and maybe 36 on the other. So I don't know how. I was interested in like test stitching on this to see how much that throws off like the grid, the even square grid of a piece. And I was going to do full coverage piece, but I think maybe that's a little big to maybe not like the way it might stretch the stitches one way or the other. So I'm going to try my Valentine's Day piece. I think I'm going to try stitching 1/1 on this. Even though I prefer to stitch with 2 threads, we're going to see how it goes. And the plan is to stitch Sweet Love on that. And I don't have the chart here to show you, but I'll just show you real quick here. This is what it's going to look like. It's Sweet Love by Luminous Fiber Art. Designed by Misty Purcell. And I had gotten that as a present from my husband. And I'm going to start showing a bit of haul here. I had ordered some silks from Moselle. She has a Facebook group. And she also has an Etsy store. So you can find her on Moselle.com. I mostly ordered through her Facebook group. But I bought this really nice red in the color Tomato Juice. And then I also got some silks from her. This one's called Zinnia Bouquet. It's got some pretty oranges and pinks and purples. This one is called Water Fountain. And they're all silks. But this got nice blues and purples. And this one is called Peacock. I don't know. I seem to have a lot of blue silk in my stash, and I need to find where to use it. I'll probably see if I incorporate it into my mermaid patterns. Because, we got plenty of those. But I'm thinking about maybe using this one, or I have another silk from Moselle in my stash called Red Roses. It's maybe like not as bright of a red. So I haven't decided yet. Let me look at the pattern again. I feel like this would be good to use. I might end up just trying to use the other one just to see. But I did just get this one. I don't know. I haven't decided. This is hard. I guess I could try to go with this one. I don't know. You'll see. You'll see next time what I end up going with. But hopefully that'll be a start today. I wanted to do that before Valentine's Day. Maybe stitch on it. I haven't put it into Pattern Keeper yet, so I'm not sure what the stitch count is, but it looks like a pretty manageable pattern. But I'm debating if I want to start something new. I was trying to keep myself to 25 whips, and I got down to 25 after I finished the Be Well, and then I started the, Keys Phone Wallet Kiss. But I finished that, and then I'll be starting that one. I think I'll be okay though, because I'll be finishing the Sal. I also worked a little bit on my hashtag Friendship Retreat Sal. We're stitching on The Noblest Part by Sweet Wing Studios, but I don't have that to show you because I've already passed that along to the next person, so they can start their part. The only other bit of haul that I have to show you at the moment, I ordered some things from Amazon, but I'm waiting for that to come in, is I bought a frame from Goodwill. I'm not sure I'm going to get this all on the screen, but I like the red. It's like a nice red wood. And I'm planning on seeing if I frame my Be Well pattern with it. I feel like that's a good outlining color. What do you think? I think my husband already cut out the mat board for me, so I'll be doing some fully finishing later this week. That was it for the cross stitching and my haul, but I do have a little bit of crochet. I think I mentioned I'm working on another baby blankets. I'm using the Bernat Softy Baby that I found, and this is as much as I've started. I've started some of the first few rows. I'm doing this pattern out of Beginner's Guide Ripples for Baby 8 Projects. It's a leisure arts book. I'm doing the pattern on the back, and that pattern is called Gentle Breeze. It's got like some bobbles on it, and it has like a bit of a zigzag pattern. So it was a bit of a, I don't know if I got a count or if I just misunderstood it. The way that the pattern's written, I feel like this is one of those patterns that would be good to have a symbol chart with, because it was a little bit, I don't know, I had to reread it multiple times to like make sure I was doing the directions as they asked for. But I got a good start on it, so, and it's pretty repetitive, so not too bad to keep up with. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a bigger piece so that you can better see the pattern next time. But it's coming along. That was really all I stitched on for this past week. I'm happy I got those finishes, and I saw people stitching on their full coverage pieces, like doing a full coverage February, so maybe that's a sign that I need to pull out some of mine. Maybe after I'm done with my Valentine's Day stitching I'll do that, and I'll start bringing out some of those again. Still catching up on Flosstube. Basically kind of told you what my plans. I'm gonna work more on myself, closing that out, and then my Valentine's Day stitching. So I'll go ahead and show you my numbers. This is my big calendar, and I've started on February. For this past week, week 6, which I'm counting that as the 2nd of February to the 8th, I got 4,752 stitches. I have a huge stitch count for the 8th because that's when I finished the Be Well, and I wasn't, so if you remember on that pattern, what I was doing is I was stitching, I backstitched this, the outline for the license plate, in a dark gray DMC, and oh, I wanted to tell you about that. I'm happy I did that because some of the specialty thread got really light in certain areas, and I feel like if I wouldn't have done that, it would have gotten lost on this fabric, would have blended in. So the fact that I did that back, like the first leg in a dark gray, helped it stand out more on the fabric. So I'll keep that in mind for when I'm doing other projects where I feel like the floss is blending in to the fabric. Maybe that'd be a good way to make it stand out a bit more. But I was doing that, and since I'm tracking it on Pattern Keeper for completion, even though I had done all those half stitches, I didn't count any of the stitching towards my stitch count. So when I was doing the half stitching to finish it off, I then marked all of that off on Pattern Keeper. So the stitch count for that day is like 3,262 stitches. It's probably like, those are half stitches, which is still a lot of stitching to get done in one day. But it's definitely not like 3,000 full cross. But because the pattern is full cross, like I didn't count the first leg, it'll still show up in my stitch counts as full cross. Because it didn't go towards my stitch count when I was doing the initial leg of the full X, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, so I have it laid out. I'm having fun using my washi tape. I stitched on the Woodland winter sow on Monday, and then the rest of it was just Be Well. Some of these days have been zeros. I don't know, it's just been, you know, the weather's been warming up and then getting cold again, and then warming up and getting cold again, and I don't know. I've been busy at work too, so there's some days where I've just been so tired when I get home that I just knock out and I don't do any stitching. I've also been doing a little bit of like playing mobile games and stuff like that, so just doing other things other than cross stitching and just balancing things out. So yeah, so like so the Keys wallet phone kiss had like 1,042 stitches for the stitch count, so I definitely recommend it. It's not like something too big that you wouldn't be able to finish, maybe in or at least, well, I don't know, depending on how much stitch time you have. But it's only 2 colors, so it's a good stash buster in my opinion too, if you have like a hand-dyed red, or even if you have, like, I thrift a lot of different embroidery flosses, so even if you don't know the colors for them, like, it's very easy to sub in colors and just use what you have from stash. You don't even have to use black and red. You can use whatever colors you want. Yeah. I'm getting close to, like I said, I don't have my friendship retreat sal to show you, but I think I finished stitching part 5, so I'll have one more to do for the last, we divided it into 6 parts. So we'll have part 6, and then we'll have to do some, we wanted to chart something to show that it, because we started that for the Stitch Florida retreat last year. We'll have to chart something to put like the name of the retreat at the bottom. So I think that'll be the last bit, and then we'll be done. That was with my table mates from that retreat. Okay, so I think that's everything that I had to share for today. I don't know if I'm just going to give up on trying to catch up on Flosstube, and I'm just going to start off from today, or I haven't decided, but I'm like sorely behind. Like, I think I thought I was done with everything from December, and I was, but then I'm still watching videos from January, like beginning of January. I don't know. I haven't decided. I've been following a lot of different channels, and I guess I haven't been watching Flosstube. I probably just need to go back to just having it in the background while I'm doing stuff, because then I'll still get to see everything. And I've been watching so many whip parades. It's so many pretty things, and I'm trying not to, like, I know, I've been seeing the Nashville market releases too. I need to watch, I like watching Lindy Stitches with the market recap she does. Oh, and that's the other thing too. I think if you like going to Jingle Ball, I think she already opened up the sign up for her online event after the Nashville market. So if you're interested, you can go over there. I think it's $10, like the Jingle Ball was, and sign up for that. I need to do that, so this is a reminder to myself to go and do that. And hopefully I'll do some more prep work about posting on Instagram, and maybe even on my Flosstube, which rooms I'll be in. So if you want to join, and you'll get to talk to me and maybe even see me in person, since I don't really show my face on here, just because of the recording setup that I have. So yeah, that'll be fun. I think that'll be later on in March, so that's like something to look forward to. And if you haven't checked my last video, I would definitely check into it. I did look up, and my Flossiversary is, so February 11th is when I posted my first Flosstube video. So that's going to be this Wednesday. I'm thinking I'll probably do, like, hop on and do like a Flosstube extra video for that. And I might go through maybe the projects that I showed on that video. I don't know if I did like a whip parade or what I shared on there, so I'll have to go back and watch my first video and see where we're at with that. And that'll be a lot of fun, and I get to say thank you to everybody who's tagged along since. So that'll be something fun you can look out for. And if you were interested in any things that I showed, and you would like to see more of what I stitch, I didn't show any mermaids on this video, but I definitely do have mermaids that I'm stitching on. So if you'd like to stick around and follow me to see future videos that I might post, by all means, feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.